Welcome everybody to Web Pro University. In this series, we will be covering right here how to purchase your hosting, how to purchase your domain name, how to install your domain on your servers, how to install your domain in your cPanel, and how to install the WordPress platform that we will be using. Okay, now the very first page that I want to take you to is HostGator. Okay, now HostGator is going to be the host that I use, and this is the one that I'm going to be doing a tutorial on and recommending. They're very easy to use, and the back end, their cPanel is fairly easy to use as well. Now, what HostGator is they provide the hosting for all for the websites, and what hosting is pretty much a main computer that stays on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, so anyone can access your website from anywhere in the world, anytime, any day. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to look at is the web hosting. So over here in the top left, we're going to click on web hosting. You're going to pick a package. Okay, now they have their hatchling plan and their baby plan, and they also have their business plan. The one I recommend that you go with is the baby plan. The reason being is because the hatchling plan, you can only install one domain. Now, if you plan on being a web designer, you're going to have various domain names, thus various websites that you will be installing on your hosting plan. So you don't have to pay for a hosting plan every single time you install one website. Okay, you get unlimited domains, unlimited disk space, and unlimited bandwidth. Okay, now this one you only pay $6.36 a month. Alrighty, so you're going to click on order now, and you're going to fill out your information. Alrighty, so from there, after you have purchased your hosting plan, okay, then we're going to look up a domain. Okay, now domain is your URL. Now in the top left of your search bar, that is what a domain name is. Okay, for example, google.com, yahoo.com, and bing.com are all domain or URL names. Okay, so in the middle of the page right up here, we're going to click on domains. Alright, it's going to take you to the domain page. Now you're going to find the domain. Now let's say you already have one picked out. Right here is where you're going to find out if it's already being used by someone else or if you're the first one to it. Now I have already purchased a domain name, okay, for the sample of this video. Okay, now this one is going to be, now I'm going to look it up for you just to show you if, for example, someone's already taken it, which this one already has, which is myself. This one's going to be client sample page.com. Sample page. Okay, now you can do it with or without these dashes. Okay, now if you're going to be creating a site, I don't recommend to use the dashes. This is just for this sample right here itself. And then you click whether you want .com, .net, or .org. Okay, use the most common, which is .com. You click search. Now this one's going to come up unavailable because I have already purchased it. Okay, now if it is available, it's going to be in green and it's going to say available. From there, let's say for example I want, just to show you, okay, I'm going to add this one to the cart. It's going to click the cart right here on the right hand side. You go to your shopping cart. Now you don't need this domain privacy protection. What that does is in the back end it'll block, like let's say for example, your name and your address. Now unless you need to keep your information private, it's not really a big deal. You can just unclick that, and most of them, this one is going to cost $19.95, but they give you a $5 coupon. But it's because this one is for a .me website. If you do a .com, it's only, I believe it's only $12.95. Okay, so it's only going to cost you $12, and they give you a $2 discount on that one. So you click on I have agreed, and you complete your order, and you pay for it, and you continue. Okay, so let's bring up our chart here. So we have done I have showed you how to do the hosting, okay, and how to purchase your domain. Now after you have your domain and after you have your hosting, we are going to install your domain name onto your servers. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to assign a server to your domain. So after you have purchased your hosting and your domain, you're going to click on domains again, and right here in the middle of the page says manage domains. Click on that, and we're going to go ahead and log in. Alrighty. Now, usually you're only going to have one because you're just getting started. But I have various domains because I have various sites that I built for people. So here we're going to click the one that I have just purchased. For example, this one right here, clientsamplepage.com. Okay. So that's what this looks like. Now you're going to go over here on the left. You're going to go to Name Servers. Click on that. And you're going to assign a hosting account. Now, let's say, for example, you bought the baby plan, which is that's the one that I have. You click on that one. And it's going to name the server. Okay, don't change that. Just assign, save name to servers. Okay, now this one I already had assigned to it, so nothing's changing. But then you click same name to servers, and then we'll exit out of that. Okay, so now a server is assigned to this particular URL. Okay, so now from there, you go back into your email address. Okay, and HostGator is going to send you an email. Okay, so you can log in to what's called a cPanel. Okay, and so after you click on that link, it's going to take you to your cPanel, which it looks just like this. After I log out, it looks just like this. Okay, so here, your cPanel, this is where you're going to control all the functionalities of your websites. Okay, if you have various websites, you can create your email accounts here. You can add and remove websites, domain names. You can do anything you want here. Okay, so you put in your username and your password that you have created. And you go ahead and log in. Alrighty, so we'll go back and check here. So now we have installed in our servers. Alrighty. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our domain name to our account. Okay. I knew I missed something. I forgot the L's here. Let me go ahead and add those here real quick. Alrighty. Okay, and so you go to add on domains. So okay, let's start over. Here in the top, here's where your control panel is. Okay, so here is where you're going to have all the functionality where you can add links. Okay, you can create email accounts. Here you can control all your files for the background. You can add domains. Okay, and here's we're going to be using this here in just a minute, your software services. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to add on domain. Okay, so far we have added the servers to our domain, but we have to add our domain to the control panel. So that one was clientsamplepage.com. Okay, and this will automatically populate. Okay, the subdomain. You're going to leave that how it is. You're going to put in your own password here. Okay, and you're going to add domain. It takes just a second for everything to load, and it's going to come up green. It's still loading, and it's done. Okay, so the domain has been added and it's being created. Alrighty, so now we're going to go back. Okay, so now we have installed our domain. Okay, the last thing we have to do is install our CMS, our WordPress, which is our platform. Okay. Now, what WordPress is a platform. That's where you're going to actually be building the websites that you are going to develop. This is pretty much what we just did. Was we assigned our domain name to our hosting account. Okay, so we know when someone looks up our website to what computers to look at to find our websites. Okay, so that's all the background work. What we're going to do now is we're going to install our CMS, which is pretty much our website building platform. So you're going to scroll down to software services, and you see where it says quick install. You're going to click on that. And over here to the left, these are all the different kind of platforms that exist to building websites on. Now, for example, the blog software, WordPress is the most popular one. Okay. Now you also have all these. Another popular one is going to be Drupal. The next one after that, I believe, is going to be Joomla. And then there's all these rest of them. Now you don't have to know them all. The one I would suggest you just stick with is going to be WordPress. And then we also have e-commerce software. So if later on you get interested in learning how to do e-commerce, okay, you can also use Magento. I've used Magento and PrestaShop is the ones that I have used. But let's go back up and let's focus on WordPress. So we're going to install a website. So I'm going to click on WordPress. I'm going to click continue. And then right here we're going to install the domain name that we are putting in. Now you're not going to have all these because you're just getting started, but as you continue to do work you will have more and more of these. But we're going to pick the one that I have just purchased, which is the clientsamplepage.com. I'm going to click on that one, and then here you're going to put in your email address or whichever one you're going to be using. Here you can put just sample because we can change that later, and then I'm just going to put my name as the admin user. Now this you cannot change, okay? Most people here, they just put admin. I would suggest you put something unique because a lot of people do use admin. So here I just use Fernando. I install it, and it's usually fairly quick when it does install. Okay. So now our website has the WordPress platform installed. Okay. Now if we click on this, it should come up. Sometimes it does not come up. It takes a couple hours, up to 4 hours, for the website to install onto WordPress. So you see right here, right now the site is still taking its time to install because it's not allowing us to log in just yet. So it could take up to 4 hours. Alrighty. But let me take you, for example, somewhere what it should look like. Alrighty. So if we take this out, this is when it is installed. This is what your the first time you log in should look like. Alrighty. So if you go back to your quick install, your cPanel page, here's where you're going to put in your username and your password. You're going to enter it right here and right here, and you're going to log in. Alrighty. But like I said, right now, since it's still not done logging in, let's refresh to see if it's done loading up. Most likely not. Sometimes it could take a while, anywhere from 1 to 4 hours. Sometimes it is instant. Okay, so it'll if you click on the link, it'll automatically populate. But sometimes it does take. Oh, there we go. Alrighty. So now we got it. So here I'm going to put in the username that I used, and I can't remember this password, so I'm just going to copy that one. Put in my username. Put in the password, and I log in. And it's still loading, and voila. Okay, so let's go over what we have just done. Alrighty, so on this one we purchased our hosting plan, we purchased our domain, we've installed our domain on our servers, we have installed our domain on our cPanel, okay, and then we have installed WordPress. Okay, so now we are all done for this particular course. Alrighty, so in the next course we will be going over how to work on your WordPress website. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next course.